So some idiot broke into my truck, my little S-10, a couple weeks ago. I was parked at work late one night in a parking garage, supposed to be secure. The only thing they took was this crappy little like eBay air intake I had on the engine. So here is the result. Nothing really broken, but if you can see, this is a 4.3 throttle body. This is a 95 S-10, so this would have been like late 80s through mid-late 90s, I think they ran these. So it does have this little stud thing so you can get carburetor style intakes on it. And I had this chrome elbow intake, and then there used to be a tube and a filter and everything down here. Just a really cheap cold air intake. And yeah, some animals been in here. I need to clean all that out. But yeah, so they took that probably thinking it had a K&N sticker on it. Or no, there was a filter, like a pre-filter on the crappy little cone filter. It did say K&N. So they probably thought it was something good. It's not. But anyway, so I need to fix this thing because I do occasionally drive this thing. And kind of figured out the cheap, inexpensive way to do it. So this filter and air, who knows what assembly, whatever this is, does limit putting on the big 14-inch typical like hot rod style, small block, big block, whatever you're talking about, carb style intakes. Can modify this, and I might eventually do that, but came up with kind of a cheap, quick solution because there's actually a K&N one you can buy. I don't know, 150, 200 bucks. It's like totally not worth it. So here's the cheap solution. Mr. Gasket 9-inch air cleaner. I think it's a 2-inch high air cleaner, so it's pretty low. But this thing is literally like 20 bucks. Got this at O'Reilly's. You can buy them online. Honestly, they're probably all the same price everywhere. But we're going to open this up, see if it fits on here. Hopefully it does. It's not really technically designed for one of these, but I think it should work. So open this up and see if we can fix this cheap. So here's what you get. You get a base chrome lid, fingerprints all over it already. It's probably a 2-inch filter. And then a couple extra things, mostly you don't need. But just looking at it here, the most important thing is, does the base fit? And the quick answer is it does. So this is 9, so you can tell if this was 5 inches bigger, you'd be probably hitting this. So I might eventually look if there's another one out there to put a 14 on there, but this is just so I can get up and running. So the base, got your little filter, but here's the question. It fits on. Okay, well, it works sort of. This stud obviously is designed for like a 3-inch and brings it up about here. And obviously, if you look at this thing, you're not getting a ton of airflow in here. And it's obviously warm air, not the best. But for a $20 fix, you know, it's not bad. I think I might go buy 3-inch filter. I mean, probably look at a K&N, but they're probably like 50 bucks or something. But I might buy a 3-inch filter just so I can raise this up a little bit and get a little more air and just go with the crappy paper filter for now. But quick and easy fix. I mean, even the eBay ones for the cold air kits are like 80 bucks. You're talking a couple $100 for the K&N stuff. If you try to build up some cool cold air intake, it won't be terribly expensive, but you still got to buy one of those elbow things. And I guarantee you those are, I don't know, 100 bucks or something. So this is definitely the quick and cheap way to do it, but you know, let's see. It's been about a week or so since I filmed that first part of this video, and it took a little while because I could not find a filter. Got one on Amazon. It came all beat up. I hope it's good. This is a 9-inch K&N round filter that's actually a 3-inch thick instead of the 2 or whatever came with the factory setup here. So this is actually what I had to do temporarily. You can see I put a little just bit of tubing on there so I could get the lid to actually thread on, at least temporarily, so it could drive a little bit. But we're going to take this off and fix this and finish this the right way. So Okay, so when I say do it the right way, not only am I going to put the K&N 3-inch filter on there, I'm also going to fix this lid. And you may say, well, what's wrong with the lid? Nothing's wrong with the lid. I don't want to do shiny. This truck has nothing shiny on it, so I'm going to get rid of the chrome with a little Scotch-Brite. And there it is. I'm not sure how much you can see on the screen, but got rid of most of the shininess. Kept it shiny on the inside, but that's all I really wanted to do. Could have gone more, but just keep it real simple. So we'll see how it looks. So here is the base with the 3-inch K&N filter. I already had this stud, whatever you want to call it, with this angle in it. This came on the kit that unfortunately they stole from me. But that's the one thing you would have to make or buy. I think you can get them for a couple bucks online. But time to put the lid on. And there it is. Doesn't look too bad. That's and that's the homemade intake system. So what I have and what I used, just as a reminder, I think K&N sells something really similar to this for like $200. And if you want to buy it, fine, whatever. But this cost me $70. And that was $20 for the Mr. Gasket 9-inch air cleaner. And if you really want, you can use it as is, but it only comes with a 2-inch filter. $14.87 is the number. And then $50 for the K&N filter. That's the 9-inch by 3-inch high, E3530. So yeah, those two items, plus yes, you do need the angled stud piece in the middle. If obviously carburetors would be straight, but this is for throttle body. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, looks pretty good. Less than half the price. You can also do the 14 if you want to do the more traditional look. The 14-inch, you could do the same whole process. So it would be different brands. You get the 14-inch air cleaner, it's probably a few bucks more. And same thing, you get a 14-inch filter. The only thing to point out is some of the electronics over here would have to be modified and lowered. And I think you're clear in the back. You can't use one of the drop style air intake, the bottom piece. You have to use a flat one. So I don't know how common those are, but yeah, I mean, you could go with that option too and go with a 14. I might do that at some point. But anyway, yeah, this is the setup. 70 bucks. Not too bad. I don't think I've ever done like a proper intro to this truck. So it's probably good a time as any right now. But what we've been doing under the hood, here's kind of the cleaned up final version. But this is a 1995 Chevy S-10, two-wheel drive, regular cab, short bed. It's got the 4.3 V6, the TBI throttle body version, and a 5-speed. Had this thing for, oh gosh, had it for many, many years. Got this thing right out of high school. I've had it a long time. But yeah, so this is one of the toys that have been floating around. This was a daily driver for a while, and it's not really worth anything, so I've never sold it. And just no AC, no nothing. Kind of a bare bones model with the good engine and trans combo, basically. So we'll give just a real quick walk around tour of this thing, and it's another project vehicle. We got things I want to do to it, but you know, when they happen, we'll see. But yeah, this is the S-10. Lighting's not the best out here at the moment, and it is by no means clean. We had a little bit of snow a few days ago, and it was already a little dirty, so now it's very dirty. But yeah, so probably the first thing you can see is the driver's door does have a nice dent. That happened years ago in a parking lot. Someone just wasn't paying attention and drove right into me, unfortunately. But that was the damage. It is a regular cab short bed, obviously, 2-wheel drive. It's lowered. Technically, there are 2-inch springs in the front, 3-inch springs, leaf springs in the rear. Although honestly, it's settled a little more. It's probably closer to a 3/4 drop at this point. Those are more or less 26-inch IROC wheels and tire combo on there now. Yeah, so not too much to it. I've had a long time. It's got 200,000 miles probably on it. It's always just been kind of a beater little daily driver. But yeah, the quick walk around. It had a tonneau cover years ago, but it fell apart and it's long gone. It was a bit of a work truck before I had it, so there's some dents and dings in it. Although most of them were not from me. I did remove the beat up old bumper on the back, and still to this day there's nothing, so it's not exactly a good look in the back, but somebody will fix that with a roll pan or at least a piece of metal to hide or something on there. But basically, yeah, just your basic 2-wheel drive truck. You can, if you can see maybe with the light, it had some horrible stripes on here that I peeled off years ago. Well, the paint was so bad that there was some fade on there. It's still on there, but you know, is what it is. So yeah, the paint on the hood and the roof's flaking off. It's faded everywhere. You can see on the front here, I actually put a different grill on it and didn't paint it, and that immediately faded. And painted the front. At one point, the front bumper, the lower valance, and everything was all red. It looked pretty good, but everything just flaked right off. So either didn't use the right paint or have enough primer, not sure what. But this is the current beat up look. But yeah, not too much. Oh, probably show the interior. Yes, bench seat, and very dirty. Not much going on here either. Roll down windows, just the basics of everything. You can tell I live on a dirt road with all the disgusting dirt on the bottom. Rubber floor, makes it easy to clean, if I ever would. I did years ago put a 5-inch tack on there because it didn't even have a tack on it. But yeah, there's really not much to it. That's the S-10. What am I going to do? I don't know. I got plenty of other projects, but this is technically a project. At one point it was going to be like a drag truck. Another point it was going to be like a pro street style, like handling truck. Never really wanted to slam it. There's plenty of those out there, but could lower it a tiny bit more. Better wheels and tires. Kind of keep it ratty looking though. I mean, there's no point in putting any big money into this thing. So I don't know. Another vehicle. So let me know what you think. But this is the 95 S10. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.